I'm Graham.
I can make the runner stumble. Time. Fell in love today.
Hi, I'm Graham.
And I'm Russell. Why don't you come on tour with us?
I can make the runner stumble. I can make the final block. And I can make every tackle in the seven. Time goes by so slowly. Fell in love today. Little words to say. Let us.
Try the plane. You'll find our personal stuff in there.
Keep your eyes open for this key.
Find it and we'll perform a special song for you.
Find the key to access level 2.
Try the plane. You'll find our personal stuff in there.
Keep your eyes open for this key.
Find it and we'll perform a special song for you.
Find the key to access level 2.
This is Channel V's News from Nowhere competition winner. This is Amy, everyone. Give her a big round of applause here. We're going to do this song for you now. We hope you enjoy it because it's all of us doing this together.
How many times will I think about the things I like?
叫阿公，叫阿嬷，叫阿嬷，叫阿嬷，叫阿嬷，叫阿嬷。
我是这样吗？
The one that you love, asking for another day. Understand the one I'm in love and I don't know much. Once I'm thinking love, every touch, but I'm back on my feet, eager to be what you wanted. Here I am, the one that you love, asking for another day. Even the nights are better now that we're here together. Even the nights are better since I found you. Even the nights are better now that we're here together. Even the nights are better since I found you. Nothing at all, out of nothing at all, out of nothing at all, out of nothing at all. Sometimes I am right, I'm ready to learn of the power of love. Sometimes I am right, I'm ready to learn of the power of love. Sometimes I am right, I'm ready to learn of the power of love. Sometimes I am right, I'm ready to learn of the power of love. Lonely is the night when I'm not with you. Lonely is the night. Lonely is the night when I'm not with you. Lonely is the night. Lonely is the night when I'm not with you. Lonely is the night. If living is without you, I can't give anymore. If living is without you, I can't give anymore. If living is without you, I can't give anymore. How do I stop the tears? How am I supposed to deal with this? Though it's gonna hurt us both, there's no other way than to say goodbye. Though it's gonna hurt us both, there's no other way than to say goodbye. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much.
This song is The Way I Feel, it's called. It was only written in Taiwan. I mean, I had another song ready to go. Before that, I had another new song ready to go. And I felt very, very strongly about all of them. But then, when this one came along, and I wrote this song with Guy, actually, the riff of it has been kicking around for a while. Guy played the riff, I think. God, he played it somewhere at rehearsal, maybe in March or April somewhere. And once again, I had my player on, and when Guy tinkers around on the piano all the time, and I'll just out of the blue, if somebody's talking to me or whatever's happening, if I hear something, I'll just say, play that again. And he said, what? I said, play what you just played. And you mean this? I said, no, not that. Right, and I'll say, play it again. And I'll grab it. But I just went back to play it, and I played it in a different key. I played it in C instead of in B. It took on a completely new shape. And I said, play it, you know. And he played it, and I played along with guitar. And within 10 minutes, the thing was done. It just fell out. It just fell out, the whole thing. And afterwards, we both said, "Wow, that's really special, a special song," because I felt it was very Beatles. It was very John Lennon, you know, which always excites me. I love the song. I think it's going to be really beautiful. This song is The Way I Feel, it's called. It was only written in Taiwan. I mean, I had another song ready to go. Before that, I had another new song ready to go. And I felt very, very strongly about all of them. But then, when this one came along, and I wrote this song with Guy, actually, the riff of it has been kicking around for a while. Guy played the riff, I think. God, he played it somewhere, a rehearsal maybe, in March or April somewhere. And once again, I had my player on. And when Guy tinkers around on the piano all the time, and I'll just, out of the blue, if somebody's talking to me or whatever's happening, if I hear something, I'll just say, play that again. And he said, what? I said, play what you just played. And you mean this? I said, no, not that. Right, and I'll say, play it again. And I'll grab it. But I just went back to play it, and I played it in a different key. I played it in C instead of in B. It took on a completely new shape. And I said, play it, you know. And he played it, and I played along with guitar. And within 10 minutes, the thing was done. It just fell out. It just fell out, the whole thing. And afterwards, we both said, "Wow, that's really special, a special song," because I felt it was very Beatles. It was very John Lennon, you know, which always excites me. I love the songs. I think it's going to be really beautiful.
Nobody on it, right? There's nobody on it.
Sorry, no photographs, no photographs, sorry, no photographs.
Probably nobody on it, right? There's nobody on it.
Sorry, no photographs, no photographs, sorry, no photographs.
Remember you had it work out with its drum. You had,
Remember you had it work out with its drum here.
Stop on the end of 2. Maybe that's one, 2, 3, 4.
You looking like my best friend, hoping you'll find a way to tell me you just can't stay. You left part of the world, I know. Now that the seasons show, you tell me love, your heart will soon end. We counted every day, only to show we needed each other. Who needs a reason to love when friends just seem to know? They know it. You have part of the world, I know. But now it's the close of the show. Let's hope it all passes by in the end. So get yourself along, you're my best friend. You have lots of dreams, I know. But now it's the close of the show. It's something all passing by in the end. So get yourself along, you're my best friend. That's the showstopper, I'm telling you.
People ask us what the formula is, but that's a good question. But I never dreamed that we'd be here 20 years later, I really didn't. And when I think about it now, and it's like a dream, almost, you know, it's like I've been asleep for 20 years. It doesn't seem that long. I mean, I can think about it now. You know, I think about when in Australia in the early years, and it feels like yesterday. And then I think what we've done and what we've been through. It's like a dream. People ask us what the formula is, but that's a good question. But I never dreamed that we'd be here 20 years later, I really didn't. And when I think about it now, and it's like a dream, almost, you know, it's like I've been asleep for 20 years. It doesn't seem that long. I mean, I can think about it now. You know, I think about when in Australia in the early years, and it feels like yesterday. And then I think what we've done and what we've been through. It's like a dream.
In the last 3 or 4 cities that we've been in, I get letters sent to the hotel or backstage.
Out of touch, but I'm back on my feet. Eager
people pour their hearts out to you about the kind of effect you've had on their lives and how much your music means to them.
Reach for a star and I'll show you a plan. I figured it out, but I need.
Hello there, supply. Hello there, supply. Hello there, supply. Here I am, living with this memory again. We love Air Supply very much. Here I am, living with this memory again. We love Air Supply very much. Here I am, living with this memory again. We love Air Supply very much.
Yeah, I think the reason that we keep coming back here is because of the fans. I mean, there isn't a place that we've played in Asia where they haven't really opened their hearts to us and, you know, given us everything that you need to get motivated to perform well and keep coming back, you know. I mean, obviously, they're just wonderful Air Supply fans and, you know, as long as they keep wanting to see us, we'll keep coming back here.
Hi, Air Supply.
I see the pain living in your eyes, and I know how hard you try.
Autograph, sir? Ikaw sino yun? Air Supply. Yeah. Air Supply? Ari na ko rin.
Famous pigeon now.
Ay, bigla ko.
I'm standing beside.
They're incredible audiences. They're as noisy, they sing as much, they go just as nuts as anybody anywhere in the world that we've ever played to. They are intensely loyal, you know, which is one of the big reasons why we keep coming back here.
Tell me that you want me. Whisper all the words that dreams are made of. I'm standing beside.
They're incredible audiences. They're as noisy, they sing as much, they go just as nuts as anybody anywhere in the world that we've ever played to. They are intensely loyal, you know, which is one of the big reasons why we keep coming back here.
Tell me that you want me. Whisper all the words that dreams are made of.
Hey, yo, Russell.
When we perform, you can see people's faces here and they love the music, you know. And I think after 15 years, I think we've become part of the music scene in Asia.
We have these specially made for our ears so we can listen to the sound on stage. This is more new technology that's very difficult to get used to. They go in and they stick this stuff in your ear. It's like styrofoam. And then they yank it out and send them away, and then they give you these things. These are little Sony headphones that you get with a Walkman. And they stick them in there and you can hear everything. It's very groovy. For those of you that aren't familiar with this guitar here and the way Graham plays, it's upside down. See that normally these strings are there. So for those of you that aren't familiar with everything, this is a right-handed guitar that he plays upside down. Very intriguing for you CD-ROM lovers.
sing you a song. Just for you, from me to you.
You wanted. Lift your eyes, let me feel you again. Dream for a star, I told you a plan. I may good enough, but I need the sun. Wanna show you. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know you can't fool me. I've been loving you too long. It's always so easy. You want to carry on. I'm still alive and you're taking along. Feel the touch when I break on my feet. Eager to be what you wanted. You're so eager. Lost in love, lost in love, lost in love.
Oh, that's my honey nut. Thank you. Pretty solid, aren't they?
Is that a paradiddle?
No, that's just kind of a generic alteration of a paradiddle.
A paradiddle.
Yeah. Paradiddle being very, very tedious stuff, but very effective.
We need a guitar.
Boring, tedious stuff, but very.
Get a guitar backstage. Well, what were you doing in here, Cliff? Child security.
Hey Cliff, can you get those knee pads dry cleaned for tomorrow? Because I play guitar backwards and upside down, because I'm left-handed, and I don't restring it, I get some really strange chords, and they sound different. You can always tell when I'm playing guitar because I strike the strings differently because of the nature of the way I play it.
Rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to to the open arms of the sea. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. That's
for your touch all long, lonely time. Guess you're feeling like you're always alone, and I feel that way too. It's so hard to explain to you. Please understand what I do. I burn for you. What am I gonna do? I burn for you. Burn for you.
Cliff is the bass player, Cliff Rarick. We call him our sex symbol, you know. He's got hair down to his ankles, and all the women love him to death. Guy Allison, he's been working on and off with us for about 6 or 7 years now.
You should go around the piano 5.
Mark Williams is our drummer, and in fact for this video shoot he conducted the string. But he's a wonderful drummer and a great conductor, and he sings good too. My dad was a singer. Maybe I got some part of his gene or something. If I wasn't a singer, sometimes I think I'd enjoy it more, because if you have a cold and you can play guitar, it's okay. But if you sing, you know, it's your body, it's not an outside instrument that you're playing, and I really have to be sensible and not do anything that I shouldn't do anymore.
6月中，你可以在 Aspire 亚洲巡回演唱会中的6个地点与他们同台高歌，唱出你最喜欢的那首。别害怕，别紧张，在下列地点 ，Channel V 和 Aspire 将握着你的小手，一同走进聚光灯下。他们的梦想经已实现，最激情的梦，最完美的梦。最诚恳的梦。Channel V 新闻人物有奖征答，造就了他们舞台的梦。6月中，你可以在 Aspire 亚洲巡回演唱会中的6个地点与他们同台高歌，唱出你最喜欢的那首。别害怕，别紧张，在下列地点 ，Channel V 和 Aspire 将握着你的小手，一同走进聚光灯下。他们的梦想经已实现，最激情的梦，最完美的梦。最诚恳的梦。Channel V 新闻人物有奖征答，造就了他们舞台的梦。
What I was doing before Air Supply, I was working in coffee bars. I was in Melbourne and Australia. And I used to do shows on my own with acoustic guitar, and I used to hustle for dates. But I had 3 regular dates in pizza parlours. In fact, I remember, I don't know if they're still there. They were Popper's Pizza. I'm sure they're still there. But I used to have a regular date, like a Tuesday, Thursday, and a Saturday. And I'd make, you know, like $20, and I'd get a free pizza and stuff, which was great. And I had a few other dates which would come and go. I'd work at universities in lunchtime, and a lot of folky kind of people would play for an hour at lunchtime, and all the students would come in and eat their sandwiches and listen to music, and it was really nice. And I'd do that. So I was just doing my own thing, and I used to hustle all the time for dates. I used to play, there was a famous club in Melbourne called Trainers, and all the folky people go there, all the beatniks and the hippies. I guess I am a perfectionist, but I have limitations, you know. I like to get it as perfect as I can, yeah. I mean, I get upset too on stage if I play wrong chords or something like that. But I do that every night anyway. But in the studio, I'm much more of a perfectionist. I like to get things have got to be right in the studio. I really believe that I'm writing songs now how I used to write 20 or 25 years ago, only I'm bringing back to that time the knowledge that I've gained from whatever source about writing songs, and the experience I've gained. I'm taking it back to that time. When I was younger, I used to write songs all the time, but they only meant something to me. But now I realise I've got to make it mean something to other people. And that's my job.
We're all friends here this evening, aren't we?
In the early 80s, before we settled down, we had a reputation of being very naughty, very romantic. In this whole band, there's a lot of things going on. The emotions are up and down like the tide all the time. And maybe that's because of the nature of the music and the nature of the players, you know. I mean, so much depends on the way we feel about things, because with this kind of music, you can't just go on stage every night and just do it. It's not like where we're going to get on stage and turn everything up really loud and thrash it out, you know, and bang your head.
Before I got into the superstar thing, I actually left high school when I was 15. I tried unsuccessfully at school, and we didn't get along too great, you know. I think I was a good student, but I didn't do any homework. I wanted to get out of there and play, you know. So during my 5th year of high school, I said, you know, that's enough for me, because I was wasting my time and my parents' money, and I got a job selling suits in a store in Melbourne, a little store, and that was I did that for about a year, and somebody bought the store, or the guy died or whatever, and then I worked for a big department store in Melbourne called Buckley and Nunn. I don't know whether it's still there, and I used to sell suitcases, and I did that for 4 or 5 years. I sold a lot of suitcases, and then somebody, I don't know who it was, maybe, who knows, I got a job offer for this computers company, which was called ICL. It was an English company that had offices in... She cute?
Yeah.
One of my biggest fans.
Yeah.
Basically, you know, I've always tried to treat people the way I would like to be treated, and I've tried not to hurt anyone deliberately. If I think that you're a friend of mine, I'll do anything for you. As soon as I got into Superstar and the first music rehearsals we had, I remember the musical director said to the sopranos, you know, sing your bit, and they did that, and then the altos sing that, and you know, we'll get the tenors to do their part and the baritones and all, and everybody sang their parts individually. And he said, I want everybody to sing together now. And as soon as we all sang together, it was a life-changing experience. I mean, it just sounded so beautiful. I just had my tonsils out last year, which was very traumatic for me, and it took me a long time to mentally get over that. But I had so much trouble before the operation with throat infections and having to cancel shows and stuff like that. But I got over the mental thing of having them out, and I think I sing better now than I used to.
Look at that, he's going to be put in a hot tub now.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for being with us tonight, and on behalf of Air Supply, to BMG and Taiwan and the entire BMG group, you guys are magnificent. We just don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
But thank you very much. Thanks for everyone that came from Australia to help us with the shoot. I think it's going to look great. Thanks for everybody for coming here, the band, everybody here, our American crew. We love you all, and we had a great time, and we're going to have much more success with this project because it is supreme. Thank you very much.
Great.
Thanks, guys. There you go. Thank
Shadows we cast, you and I speak for eternity.
Always, which I wrote with Guy, and we were in Brazil, in Rio, and there was this full moon, and it was just beautiful, and Always came out, and the song was written in about 20 minutes. In Don't Be Afraid there's a line, like a prayer on the sea, and I felt like I was on the sea, and the orchestra was like underneath me. They were like a boat that was just lifting me off, and I was gliding, and it was just, and I just got a big thrill when they started to swell. That was cool. We need it more strident, really dig in, like, you know what I mean? Get in, dig that bow in there, like there's no tomorrow. It's got to soar like a bird, like a swan taking off from a lake. It's got to just go. So can we do it one more time? It sounds really cool. You know what I mean? It's really nice. We just need a little more passion in there, you know.
Playing with those memories again, and just when I thought time
of Air Supply, we'd like to welcome you to our 2 live shows, and we hope that everybody has a lot of fun. I'd like to introduce you to a few people. This is Russell. This is Guy playing piano, and then you'll be taking most of your conductor cues from Guy. Doing the sound is Rebecca. That's Mitch, our tour manager. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, or if you think the score's wrong or anything, because one thing we want to achieve is total unity, you know, on stage. So if we achieve that, we'll have a great time. Thank you. Sweet Dreams is our big symphonic piece now. You know, every year we do it, it gets more and more symphonic, and we're adding more to it. But that's the fun of it, you know. Certain songs you can't do that to. You can't really do much more to All Out of Love because it's what it is. Sweet Dreams you can. It's not actually an orchestra, it's 16 players that we picked, that were selected, they were handpicked. They come from, I believe, 3 orchestras from Taipei. But we picked the best players available, and most of them are women, I may add.
I mean, we've been working together for 20 years and we've never had a cross word. We went through the whole process together because Air Supply, I didn't replace somebody in Air Supply, and neither did he. We started the band together. The name is ours. It was the 2 of us that, you know, got the whole thing rolling, and we gave each other space when the other person needed it. We didn't get on each other's case. I don't write songs, so I'm not going to say to him, well, I want my songs on the record now, and he never says to me, well, I don't want you to sing this song, I want you to, you know, I want to sing this song. All those decisions that might cause problems with other artists have never even got a foot in the door with us because they don't arise, and consequently, you know, when you see the whole picture of how Air Supply began with the 2 of us, what we went through in the early years and what we've been through, I mean, we've had 3 or 4 careers in the last 20 years because it's not great all the time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caroline. Happy birthday to you.
You spelled my name wrong, man. I'm not going to do this.
From Band & Grooves. Thank you very much.
We're here. I'd like to thank you all for sharing this evening with us. It's 20 years that Graham and I work together, and we share birthdays 4 days apart, which is also a cosmic experience.
All right.
And we've had a great time working together, and we appreciate you all being here this evening with us in Taipei.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. To a great show.
Yeah. Cheers.
Take the tempo just ahead.
Mother said, don't leave me. There are monsters at the door. Put on all my armor, but I couldn't find my sword. There's always be tomorrow. Just you wait and see. Came to take you prisoner. I'll be there to set you free. Mother said I'm grown up in a Sunday shirt and tie. As long as I can see you, gonna hold you when I cry. There'll always be tomorrow. I'll be so big and strong. Sleep with all the lights out, not afraid of anyone.
I need you to stay. I need you to say. I need you.
3, 4, 1.
I need you.
Mother said she's sleeping, so I climbed back into bed.
This is a harmony.
But the monsters took her prisoner. That's all that Father said. And I thought about tomorrow and learned to be alone. Make
making friends with shadows as they moved into my home.
Are you singing this right?
I mean, I can always see her smile. I sit here in the evening to talk to her a while, but there'll always be tomorrow. Just you wait and see. I know at any moment she will come to set me free. I need you to stay. I need you to say I need you. I need you. I need you to stay. I need you to say I need you. I need you. Go.
That's cool.
Yeah, groovy.
In case of emergency landing over water, there's a life vest underneath every one of the seat. Just reach down and grab it, just like on an aircraft. And it's very simple. Deploy the life vest, throw it over your head, and you'll see a waist strap. Reach around your waist, and there's a plastic fastener. Just fasten until you hear a click. Deja vu.
Well, it comes to the pen.
Cheers.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I've actually lost weight on this tour.
Look at this.
No, I'm fine. Anything to drink?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you have up here?
Most things. Now, if we haven't got a beer, we can get it very briefly. Sure.
I don't want to get into a philosophical thing, but everything's already happened. Everything that's going to happen in the universe has already happened. And it's just like this, we're on a replay, you know what I mean? And sometimes you catch up, like if this is the present, in the future you catch up to it sometimes, and it creates like a time warp, and you step into another time.
Searching for this land, guided by the stars and the vision they had seen, the pillars of the temple in these hills of green. Take the river to the highest.
I always feel that I'm just a medium for songs, you know, and I really don't know where it comes from, because I don't have any training at all in music. Whatever I know, has been there from the beginning. I write something all the time. I'm always thinking about melodies, and I'm always staring out of windows and off in space, you know. But I'm not really off in space. I hear a lot of voices in my head all the time, and I hear melodies. And I always carry a little cassette player with me all the time. I'm never without it, because out of nowhere I can just hear something, just a phrase or words, and I have to be ready for them, you know. Well, I live in the United States. I live in Utah. It's high desert where I live. Utah's covered mostly with desert. It's a fairly remote place, I guess, and I chose to live there because of certain reasons. I don't like a lot of crowds and stuff. I mean, I love playing in front of people, but I don't usually like being in amongst crowds. And I think that stems from me being tall. I always felt like I stood out, you know, because I'm so tall. I've been that way ever since I was 13. I don't particularly feel at ease in crowds, you know, and so I chose to live where I do because it's very remote, and I have a lot of land around me, and I love nature. Nature is my inspiration. Trees and the wind and the moon. I guess I'm a bit of a pagan at heart. I always take long walks and talk to everything. I talk to the sky and the wind, and it talks back to me in certain ways, you know. And that to me is my inspiration.
She's got the answer. She's got the answer.
You are my home, my place to go, my faith return. You told me so. Got me.
I live on a dirt road, and the facilities at the house, I mean, there's a well that pumps the water out of the ground to my house, and it's not primitive, but it's not living in the city, you know. But 15 feet from my house is 500,000 acres of national forest, pine trees, you know, and it snows where I live in the winter. We have all kinds of wildlife there, elk and deer and coyotes and bear and squirrels and...
To find it is the roar of the wind, the power of the sun, the strength of 1,000 bones, and those who near it again will fear it again, and it's here in the heart.
I've got money to burn, I've got life on the avenue, I got nothing to learn, I just do what I wanna do, I got places to go, I've got lines on my telephone, I got nothing to show for all this time.
Severely I had an injury, so the instrument cannot move. So difficult to. 这只手来，这只手可不可以？这只手，加油，加油，加油！哇，好棒哦
He's very happy.
他平常有没有这么高兴？
He's usually not the same.
差一点点，永远是这样子。
Hi. How old is she?
13, yeah.
How long has she been here?
Since January 9th.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
李明华。
Dad, will you make a snowball for me?
So you have to just make a ball and push it together, tighten your hands.
Here.
Is that a paradiddle?
No, it's just kind of a generic alteration of a paradiddle.
A paradiddle?
Yeah. Paradiddle being very, very tedious stuff, but very effective. Boring, tedious stuff, but very, very effective.
Backstage.